This blows my mind every single time. I just seen you in the Adidas store. What? First stop is of course sushi. We're at Yakinori in Birmingham, so it's Body Power weekend. This looks amazing. I've got salmon avocado roll, tuna sashimi. I've also got a salad coming, so I'll show you that when it comes. But it's Body Power weekend. Hit thumbs up. Comment below if I met you as well, because I want to hear from you. Anyway, I gotta eat this up.
No.
These are very well rolled.
Yeah, he's made on cheese.
I think this is better than Epsom sushi. So I have a miso soup and then this gigantic thing of edamame. It's got chili on it as well, so that looks really, really good. I absolutely love edamame. Anybody who doesn't know, this is super, super high protein as well, and it's got like no carbs and it's got a bit of fat, so it's really good. Round 2 is here. I have a tuna salad, which looks absolutely delicious. Got some protein in. It's really lean because tonight we're going out and we're definitely going to be having a few G&Ts, so I'm trying to keep it relatively lean, only getting a couple of rolls today, which is unlike me. Game plan for tonight is we're actually on a night out. I'm all dressed up. So this is going to be interesting because I'm obviously speaking at Body Power tomorrow, so I don't want to be hungover, but whoa, it's so pretty here. Oh my god, how much does it with your brain when it's not working, and it literally is the most confusing thing ever. The struggles of trying to upload a YouTube video in a hotel with their Wi-Fi. 1 day, 19 hours. These are the most underrated cereal ever. Bran flakes, except these aren't bran flakes, they're all bran. And one, so I've got a bunch of tomatoes, some scrambled egg, 2 eggs, mushrooms, loads of berries, and a bit of peach. I don't know, what'd you get, James?
The standard typical English breakfast. Fried eggs, wholemeal toast, 1 sausage, and kind of low-fat bacon. But
that is the sign of a hungover man. It's now the morning and we've just got to Body Power. So we woke up at 8 or something, and I'm not gonna lie, we had 6 hours sleep, and I don't normally wake up at 8, so that was a bit of a lie-in for me, but I woke up and I felt horrendous. But then I drank a bunch of water, went for a walk while James stayed in bed. Then we had some breakfast, and now I'm feeling great. So now we're at the expo. Got my talk, got my slides ready. I'm feeling excited. I haven't done a public speaking gig for a long time now, so hopefully I'm not too rusty, but I'm really excited for it. You know, I absolutely love speaking, and I think it's really, I don't know, it's just awesome to be able to just share a message that's going to be able to help so many people, and that's what it's all about for me. So I'm going to try to get some footage at the expo. It's normally really hard because like talking to so many people, and I obviously don't want to be focusing on vlogging. I want to be focusing on being in the moment, so that's when it would be good to have kind of like a videographer with me today. Jed, where you at? But hey, let's get this done. Wow, it is busy. Muscle food stand is looking awesome. It is literally insane here. It's so busy! One favorite tactic is to just stand next to the best protein bar. Eat all the samples, but you want to find the end pieces because the end pieces are the best.
Pick up the dice, give it a roll. You never really know which way to go. Feel it inside, feel the spark, lift you up when you're falling apart.
Here we are about to go on stage, so let's do this shoes. Me 3 people came to my show. You're actually going at it and doing the thing that you want to do, but people are always going to judge you, they're always going to mock you, and they're always going to try and hold you back, you know, because if it's something that's a little bit different to what other people are doing, they think, what the hell is this person doing? And let's say you're wanting to become a fitness influencer or something, you need to get a personal training qualification and then continually educate yourself, because this is so critical. It's like, this is another reason why the niche is critical, because if you have your niche, you can then really focus in on educating yourself within that niche. Social media is critical now. If there was no such thing as Instagram or YouTube, then I wouldn't be standing on this stage right now. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to sell something, selling's bad, selling's evil, but selling is not evil. If you think that selling's evil, you're selling the wrong thing. And the reason why I say this is because when you sell something, it really furnishes you as that expert authority figure within that niche. So for example, I brought out a ebook called The Ultimate Guide to Tracking Macros, right? And as soon as I brought that out, I started getting so many questions about tracking macros, because the fact that I was selling that product made people think, oh, she's selling that, so she must know what she's talking about. Whereas now I sell a course, which is a personal branding course, and obviously ever since I started selling that, now BODYPOWER have like obviously asked me to talk about building a personal brand, right? So it just, if you sell something, it really just establishes you as that expert and authority figure.
What's your lowest point?
I guess for me, the toughest thing, you know, I showed you that photo when those boys were bullying me. Well, obviously that was like a massive low for me. I would say that probably was the lowest point, because I remember them, they posted that photo. I went for a nap, and then when I woke up from my nap, my friend texted me saying, have you seen what the boys posted on Instagram? And I was like, oh my god, what? So I checked. And by then it was gone, and then one of my friends sent it to me, and I just literally felt like I'd been engulfed by a black hole. But I'm trying to think like other low points. I guess I'm kind of fortunate in the sense that I don't get upset by haters. Because there are so many online, and I think that this is a good point, because you are gonna get haters, like, as you build your personal brand. You truly are. Like, there's people who say to me now, you're 21 years old, how the hell do you think you can be talking about this stuff? And, well, the reason why I think I can be talking about it is because I've seen the results in myself and through my clients, right? But it's just like, you have to realize, like, there are gonna be people who mock you, who are horrible about you, and the people who are hating on you on the internet are literally just losers. Just imagine them like sat in their room, like typing that comment. What the hell are they doing with their lives? Trying to tear you down while you're trying to do something that is adding value to other people's lives. So I guess, yeah, the lowest point for me was definitely when I was like getting bullied for the whole thing. We just got back from BODYPOWER, so I am absolutely exhausted. I feel like my throat is so swollen that tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm not even gonna be able to swallow. But it was awesome. I absolutely love doing public speaking, and it's just something that I find so fun. Obviously I'm still pretty new to it, so I'm still learning, but I'm getting practice, you know, with all the podcasts that I'm recording. And speaking of which, I actually have a new podcast coming soon called the Millennial Air Podcast. It's gonna probably be coming out. Are you throwing something at me? No, I thought you were throwing something at me. And it's gonna be coming out in a couple weeks time, so I'm excited. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please hit thumbs up, hit subscribe as well. I'm gonna be focusing on bringing out so much new content for you that you don't even know. It's gonna be epic, and if you have any recommendations for what you'd like to see, leave a comment below, because I'm always up for hearing your feedback, hearing what you'd be interested in seeing. But again, it's just like, you know, bringing it back to this whole point of like, this time last year or this time 3 years ago, went to BODYPOWER by myself, and obviously I met so many people this weekend who were like at BODYPOWER by themselves, being like, I'd love to speak at BODYPOWER one day, and you can make it happen. So just put in the work, do your thing, focus on your niche, like what I was talking about in my talk. So know who it is that you want to target, know who it is that you want to help. Just help them, provide value to them, motivate them, inspire them, educate them, do your thing, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, so it is now the Monday after BODYPOWER, and I'm just sat outside editing this video, and I basically just wanted to touch upon the point about what was my biggest struggle, because the guy who asked me that question then came up to me at the end, and we had a chat for quite a long time, and he pretty much said to me that the reason why he asked me what my biggest struggle and my lowest of the low point is basically because he's a psychologist, and he was talking about the fact of the matter is that so many people are able to, when they know what their biggest struggle and what their biggest low point is, that's such a driving force for them to continue on their path to success. And I think that this was such a good point, and it just really got me thinking. So the guy was basically saying, you know, your lowest point is often the thing that makes you able to push forward. And I guess it kind of gives you that reason why, because I'm one of these people, I'm always talking about you need to know your reason why in order to be able to do the thing that you are so passionate about doing. And I think for me, and I don't know if I've shared this on social media that much, but my brother's disabled, and he has epilepsy, autism. He doesn't eat just because he's too disabled. He can't walk because he's too disabled now. And it just makes me realize he hasn't been able to live a life of freedom because of all his disabilities. And it just... it inspires me so much to make the most of my life and to make the most of everything that I do, and to just live a life that's the best it possibly can be. Because I feel like if I'm not making the most of my life when I can and I'm able to, and I'm in, you know, I live in England, in one of the quote unquote best countries in the world to possibly live in. Like, there's so many opportunities, there's technology, there's just, I can walk, I can talk, I can, these simple things like walking, eating, talking, I can do that. And that's something that my brother can't do. And I guess I don't really show it that much, and I don't really talk about it that much because I feel like a lot of people can't relate, but it's such a driving force to me. And I didn't have the same childhood as most people because of the fact that my brother was disabled. And, you know, I don't really talk about this. I don't even really talk about it with my parents because, like, they obviously were always caring for him. And so we would always have to do things that were different to everyone else because it had to be, like, disability friendly and all this stuff. And it just has inspired me just to make the most of my life, just to do incredible things and put so much positivity into the world, because I feel like it's just something that the world needs more of. You know, when you have the opportunity to do whatever the hell you want. And yeah, there's going to be times in your life where you're going to have to work a job you hate because you need to pay the bills. Means to an end. But you need to think about the bigger picture, because it is truly possible to create whatever life you want to create for yourself. It's just about taking action. It's about knowing what you want, and it's also about loving the journey. Because if you're constantly dreaming of this dream ideal life, and let's say you're wanting to build a personal brand or you're wanting to build a business and you dream of the finished product, but you forget about the fact of the matter is you need to enjoy the process. So that's just a massive ramble here. I am now basically working on, I'm bringing out a new course called Online Fitness Business School, which is basically going to be teaching people how to build an online fitness business. So I've just started working today with 10 people on this. So they basically are having a 6-week-long mastermind with me, and it's in order to just make sure that the course is absolutely perfect before it launches in 6 weeks. And I've obviously got Impact Through Influence, which is my personal branding course, which I'm obviously, you know, new people are enrolling in that every day. Like, I wake up and then I'll have 3 emails saying so-and-so is just enrolled, blah, blah, blah. And it's so cool. Like, it is just so cool. And it's just now helping other people live a life that they freaking love, because that's what I'm doing. And I just want to be able to help people to make the most of their lives, because they have the opportunities to do it. It's just not being afraid to just do it. And it's not being afraid to invest in yourself. And it's not being afraid to ask for help and just get a bit of help and guidance. So anyway, I'm going to finish editing this video now so I can upload it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up. It helps me out so much. I'll see you in the next one.
We were close to see